Hi, Tile here at the CEntrance booth at the show Newport 2013. We're going to be talking with Michael Goodman and his M8 Mate headphone amplifier. I featured this amplifier before at the Rocky Mountain Audio Fest, so this time we're going to talk a little bit about the nuts and bolts of it and how it was developed, because it's quite a unique story. Hi, Michael.
Hello, community of friends. We are here demonstrating the product that's about to ship. We're so incredibly excited that we're just at the final stretch. The hardware is done. The hardware is ready. What you're looking at here is the final iteration of the product. All of the analog circuitry has been finalized. We had a lot of experts listen to our subtle tone controls right here at the back panel of the product. A little bit of a bass boost, a little bit of a high-end shelving that we really like the sound of that now. The impedance controls are now finalized. The gain controls are very nice and musical, and they allow you to use any headphones from IEMs to large over-the-head cans.
And tell me, how did these switches appear on the back panel, and a little bit about your crowdsourcing of how this product became what it is?
This is an interesting story. We decided to ask our customers what they wanted in this product, and so we went to the HiFi community, and we've started a thread, basically just asking people for their feedback. And several customers replied right away with a whole bunch of interest, a whole bunch of juicy comments. They've made online Excel spreadsheets in which they've been cataloging, people's requests for connectors, for example. That's the first thing I was going to talk about. There are several versions of this product that are going to be released, and you can actually choose your version. They're all going to be the same price. One version right here has two combo XLRs for those people who have balanced headphones wired with two male XLRs on each side. The combo connector that we use here is also great because you can also plug a regular headphone into the middle of any one of those as well. You can actually plug two headphones, two unbalanced headphones, into these jacks and listen with a friend. The amplifier inside is so powerful that the level will actually not drop. So that's a good benefit of the product. So now the other side panel, has different complement of connectors. Here we have a balanced 4-pin XLR, a regular 1/4 inch for normal big headphones, and also a small 1/8 inch adapter, which actually is a combo jack which doubles up as a SPDIF output, optical output. So this product actually now becomes a USB to optical output transport. So you can use an external DAC if you didn't like the quality of this DAC, which I think you will like. But if you wanted to do an A/B comparison, it's really easy to do. There's actually a third version of the front panel as well, and that replaces this 4-pin XLR jack with an RSA jack or Cobicon connector. This is the connector that you find on Ray Samuel's amplifiers. It's a smaller one, but still quite popular within the balanced headphone community in the States and abroad.
And so how was that experience for you, developing a product with thousands of people communicating and talking along with you as you're trying to make a wise business decision?
I'll tell you, it took a long time, much longer than it would if I just sat in my room and I closed the door and I just made all the decisions myself. However, I would not have made all the decisions the same way, and I definitely would have missed a lot of things. For example, the need for different outputs is one really clear thing that that was brought about by the community.
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for just like a little piece of paper here. Thank you, Jeff.
Oh, good.
And just a couple notes. The next thing that the community helped us to develop was the size of the battery. The battery here is enough for 6.5 hours worth of performance. The Class A amplifier inside the product is so powerful it can drive balanced headphones, as I've already said, but that takes a whole bunch of power from the battery. Our original battery was smaller, and it only gave us like 4 hours of playtime. I announced that, and people said, no, we will not buy this product until you had at least 5 hours. It's a hard line. A whole bunch of people fly, for business. This must work on a flight from the West Coast to the East Coast, which is a 6-hour flight. We've changed the battery. It was too late, too expensive, too hard. We did that. Now we have 6.5 hours, so that satisfies most people. I'm really grateful to everyone who pitched in and said, no, don't release it until you've improved it. So now the battery occupies basically just like a large part of the unit inside there. It's a giant, funky battery, but it gets the job done.
So the crowdsourcing, it changed the product. You wouldn't have the product that you have today without the crowdsourcing.
Completely.
Yeah. And so what about, did the crowdsourcing change you and what you understand?
I got more humble in the result. I'm a kind of a guy who normally makes decisions on his own, doesn't really care about other people. But I used to be that guy.
Very type A. Yeah, I know the feeling.
You know, but these days I understand that I don't know everything and I don't know what I don't know, right?
Yeah.
So asking people for feedback is a very satisfying thing. The relationship that we've built with the community through this process is amazing. Not just in terms of the feedback that we got in terms of features, but it goes much beyond that. It goes towards, this was a hard thing to do because of all the things that we had to put in based on people's input, and quite draining emotionally, financially, and all that, right? So the community kept us going, just even by joking sometimes on the thread and talking about Darth Vader and things that are completely unrelated, but it gave us the energy, it gave us the purpose, to keep going, and I'm really, really grateful for that.
Yeah. I have to tell you folks, I've known Michael for a long time, and I've watched this product come along as he's been, developing it. And I've been waiting a long time to be able to get my hands on it. For a couple of years now, I say, hey, come and get my hands on this thing. It's not ready yet. And so to me, the really interesting part about this project and Michael's mate is that because it was developed within sight of the community of users who will eventually use the product changed, Michael changed, the community changed, because now the community is part of this product. They have some sort of a sense of equity in how it works. They've now become in part a builder, and while it may not be efficient and cost efficient on paper, it creates something very new. It is magical.
Totally.
Something that money can't buy is everybody's experience in the development of this product over time.
I think at the end of the day, we have something that people want, rather than something that's developed in an ivory tower. I would never want to develop things in an ivory tower that nobody wants.
Right. Well, thanks, Michael. It's always great to talk to you. Can I get one?
Yes, very soon now.
Very soon. You didn't, there was a qualifier on that. But they're coming out, and I'm glad to see it.
Thanks again.
Thanks, man.